Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital. Ekokoye ensemu P. Ekokoye ensemu P. Na meka say so no. Other groups ayomo adwene say obodi omo ebeka on site letter of a year regional coordinating council. Omo krata a year Douglas Kusi omo chairman CAF Nkansah Ashas together with a year secretary SE Francis omo so the omonsa ashe krata ase. Sanso and the embattled CEO for Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital, a doctor Bedu, and so the krata about the Tuabonte say Nana Kwame Onsa canal Kaube media to screen also at the Amaya. Na ya running true. Na ene me hu say omo chairman a year ura Michael Leeds and as a Dr. Michael Leeds and so kasa chre a year nsemu na ensema o chre mu nyina ne say pani bi obeka se onte sa asem we enim amane hunu a Komfuadoche edamu no say pani bi obeka se bia no na asem previous and kontompo ena ocha. All right, yɛhwɛ krataa no. Enti wei ɛyɛ Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital ɔmo ahyɛ so deɛ na ɛbɔ soro hɔnom dated June 8th, 2026, and it's copied to all staff members of Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital Kumasi. It reads, "Dear staff members, appeal to striking CAF staff to return to duty. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all staff of the hospital for your show of solidarity with me during the period. I'm very grateful for your support. However, I need you all to return back to duty in the supreme interest of Ghanaians and our valued patients, whilst I defer the outcome and directions to the supreme wisdom of Honorable Minister of Health, Kwabena Mintara Kando, and the board of Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital. I remain committed to the cause of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Yours faithfully, signed, Dr. Pa Kwesi Beidou, Chief Executive." And so that's a statement from the Chief Executive of Komfuadoche Teaching Hospital. Krata Wachno Edia Kwakuma staff members. Enono Nana Kwame the dance papa party Krata Wachno Dia Kwakuma the staff enono. Pa a year doctors no mo ko strike no or poor mucho say osnom Nia bedi gina omo di omo enko no mo ko yejuma. Ghana for enti omonko na omo enkonkoye ejuma na still media maintain so omo call of strike no da ho ejina mu na anopa me hu eye video bia regional minister na ya na edu baby a bloggers no on me nim say ya the bloggers na ya no mudi na china na omo ama headline wo hwe headline na obeka say okọ ho no oni omo akasa ma omwa call of strike no, but that was not to be. Odiomo eko kasai senkebe yomo call of strike no, but we share the bloggers they did a chino no more headline ya dear not to send the regional minister call you know, omwa call of strike no. This regional minister odwe jahod makwa akotena brochire ye de niema. But one thing is wrong. Me tie ye omo penny is the board no penny your friend Michael Leeds. Or kase regional minister bekase adie koso onim hohwea eyenkontompo obwa because omwa mani hunu nyina regional minister no etimu bi omo edin kobo ye bibia eno no ye dey okay or say a regional health administration or is it a regional health directorate and board no it includes the regional minister. And your mama hunu from day one. Regional minister no odimubi. Enti oba bonte no beklase. Ade na ekodokra no yembrifu no na ontie ho mpani nsem da nkontompo eno ucha. Otimubi. omu meetings bro omu brain nyina no onim ho bi. And then the question would then arise, saying it is a regional minister edim ho bia anamo ben ena regional minister yɛde aba betnam all representing the president of the republic ɛwɔ region ha no anamo ben no tu ya ekoko wie sei wie no gyae ho ɛna ɔkɔtena amanone because Michael Leeds omo penny kyerɛ sɛ from day one omo brief no odim hu bibia bi but medofopa ya broaden nkomo na eden baabi a yaba bedri eba de say en yaba bedru ha no eno nkomo ena still awiai yebedi me hwa kasamfoni ni bia no pana me hu se maami bia osi ofri sampa ene bai maami no kwam so osi oba beda honom on sorry no pay say doctors no eco strike ese osan echi eco sampa otua is osi 2.5 na bai sadie we say nti and the president Ekufuado in his wisdom say COVID by you sadie maybe obesi agenda 111 hospitals not just a tokuro bia womu biano or the niema equipments egu entinka wonu free sampa and waba eyekumase because Konfuanochi I'm told serves about 9 regions if I'm not mistaken says serve be 9 regions no be free sampa ton eba Konfuanochi agenda 111 hospitals no President Mahama esi over ambitious projects na ene odi beye 70 million and ehye over 70 million so ehye big push agenda mu na akaka krabi beye ye chemu beye miensa the aka for health projects no so kra and no so beye 20 na wo hwe de ekodo obi free sampa babeda ho near catchers and doctors was striker and can be other regions. And that's a tokrobiema and kajenda 111 and ka endruha omo buy no more to us and can do baby ayadu. But and ye bedi enkomo. Question is Kwabna minta akando. Decision of fire will take ye no. Me also do wanna a condemn. Said the decision was not right. And then many abijafo ebedwendwene ho. Ebi nso say, oh, president say, my yempam emergency cases bia. But then the question arises, my yempam day. When the there is not there, you cannot force the there to be there. Obi bro no. But nonetheless, and then ebedwendwene ho. Usube to be the wadwenkyere. Ako eye Facebook eye Facebook eye want to me 101.3 FM Facebook eye want to be 101.3 FM uko YouTuber eye want to be TV live ewo YouTube it so mayente wonso wonka or better still obeba WhatsApp 0244 51 0595 0244 510595 na yakenkan amauna nsem eha and ewie nsem bi ebeji brain yewremu last week e de hu se budgeter yaye finance ministry 1.67 billion. Ampemniaku, Deputy Finance Minister. Eco Rice Conference na se Eco Kokai se omwa wode tiko Eco Erikopoku Ministry hodo da no. Yet say the aide Dr. Michael Buachi Tietiem se adie no enye no kure. This is how low NDC for Eddie Amemu ababedru. The catcher was saying NPP ni in a raisy voice. But then, Ato has forced the finance minister estimated 1.67 for a breakdown eventually. Last week, I wouldn't be labor, and I say, say every PA to break, I will break down. Last week, me United, they say echo 200. Is it 200 or 244? Nkokwan kete, I can't say irrigation or the 110 echo irrigation, 110 billion echo irrigation, and all that. Dr. Buache ye Erikopoku aid also ubwa uko the Facebook wall and dear man we jure good the Facebook wall and so when you say okachire ni nyina opeso okire say eye ato force nkontompo ene odi o chantro kase pa na ontumi embese Erikopoku emfa don score points. Last week, mo amuti ejumedie ye no call the Facebook wall. Eko kinkan sema wachro e wo the Facebook wall. Say things are really falling apart and the center cannot hold. Ye ma hu say eye primaries no e ho ntokwa e na ahya ase because odibi edi Haruna Idrisu ono a ogina contest no mu bi no sika ono no ti sika no so e na ochiche sika. It's back several times say Haruna Idrisu Odam eye get fund director no so openi osheho eno mu mia no fe okase bi pewe ye mfama no eno tisika no so ena opeso ogu omo ani mase eti Erikopoku de so okase di triwo Haruna Idrisu so kra at a point okachire teacher for no say ebu enyame na mi chiche sika o enyame na mi yiska Minister of Finance or the bar na mi so bi ye bibie or mine and a suffer. I don't know because when two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. Because he chased my Nkansah. Benkan when two umbrellas fight, it's the grass that suffers. But finally, and come on a dos. Oh, but ye yimuna ye di hu en komonibi. Cash for awards. Machidomu. Say awards empo ayi obudino professor your friend say empo ayi omo ekoji bi atofo se ama Kofi Bua honorable Linda Oklu Greater Accra Dr. Stofe Rita Kosia Wate Kwame A+ Difia Makpo Ruth Sedo and Professor Jampodum yina edi enenemu going forward the measure omo awards omo ekoje yelo and yes omo abo omo homodi dem mom no mo atua sika pudio 50,000 ye want to akra 25,000 it will share number see now the area omo nyina 50,000 and omo to koje awards na can you just imagine na ebinum a petition a chief of staff. Now, what's I say? Obama needed the answer petition chief of staff, and then put a buy at the statement. Aba say, Omwa, a quiet sadia. Omwa buy any mass. Book of 50,000 at the Koji Award, Mumbaba Basso, Samiyade. Mumbaba Basumina be best minister, and then Lance minister. Odone the other Koji, mention awards, no Koji. Or no Kwaje award the ne eja dem ewo Eastern region ebrem or Kwaje award do ne eja tot the backyard into kwa AC hono na that one wey dem so video na Eastern region almost your barbe ye the mining bi wo ho omo mining their friends say or kwa koye bibi sa wo ho do obubu afu de eja dem beda se papa Nana Kwame beda se papa na we Eastern region e kra ye fro se ebrim na omo omo adwen se omo mine ni omo kwa akoye bi ewo ho na omo block lands and natural resources minister Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua wakoje award as a best minister akoje best minister award na cheso oko se omo hwan mine do omo launch ye ebie ewo ebrim ena mbebunu no se lalai enkoso ewo omo backyard enya dia ebekoso ewo omo backyard ntie hu dede na hu ye. But right about now young Kwedimun Tentem na me introduce Richard Ajman enche Kwaku Ejini Mbuaten so ebetnase na yenyina ya to ankomo no so Ajman mema akwaba
double key mejoso
na wapo mu ete osai
awrade adom ne abusia from Bible double key me hoye iri se won so hoye
ya me adom me hoye pa
de me ase pa
na what na se dia se da ya di man ya kro na ensabdo na mabobo bi so do ebi ka ho pa okujeto ablakwa ebi ka ho bat ebe yi bi entube nka ni nyina nka ya ko forward dia ebe hwe okujeto ablakwa nso a wakofa South Africa for na ba yesi integrate om na yesi babe momo adwuma no so de abufu obaba bi se wohwe South Africa nso om lande na chese ye promise om adwuma ebi se hey unemployment ku ye krom ha no mo akotena South Africa landia was package wo ho yesi Ibrahim ne is it tell us omo network bidi say omo be reintegrate wo the adwuma na bay there's a guy adwuma wa o guy adwuma wa ha e na unya bi nye omo ko deep wo South Africa omo aba no reintegration adwuma na bay it's no problem for them but where you adwuma di bia ya na and also your for problem Ajimai me ba kwa ba ansem no
okay me do okay awie me mfa nchia ma abusuafo ansa abusuafo ma jemre hwe wontumi afidikasi na omutie ye mfa nchia mo ne kan twum se de o mase o munti ne wo baabi abre nyina mu so munya emre editie wontumi afidikasi de o mase me mfa nchia ma Ghana mampanyina dada no ma omda so tiase seventies na do dan Kwaku fuado ene John Adikum kufo dabuke nyame shira intina wonu daso etiase a imfie adue wotwe a nyame de ma ye no mpo no matwam ho no mo daso tiase inti ye bompa ye se nyame na beto akoso ahira wo mu amu nkwatenten na o matimi ede ahwede oman bekwa akosie mfa nchiama seventies Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, MPP, the Frank Altuni, and then the former Vice President of Ghana. My Ghana need a so. Minfanchi Amanu, we are baby, or Wubia, and some year, Echo Cosway, the Obeye, and a Navim Pa, of Tribu Krata, so the Omo country UPSC, 7 February, any day. Yes, I call Takrade, and so Echo Lunch, that wonderful manifesto. And so the catchere nyina no nanka ya niswadi hunu anako my Ghana ya tiesi so si ekoyenim sane ma no abatuo no adane no amana amaso enso ye wogidie wonyame mu se ibetimi asa pejo ma ne dinasi baby pade akoko so ide gidri se ye wo the better alternative si ibetimi aboa amagana afane ntuma prefera makane sa no na mabo the beautiful manifesto a tro no ekokan no takura de so no na e we se me chia mira no mabo se chi mensa bonsu enkane so amemra hyebedwene ene enkane dom dodo ne ba no deni sa manifesto no no ye chairman of the manifesto committee me yo gidi pa se party ne besa ahye ne monyam ewo akwanso nkoso na yasin atoa so ewo sa akwan no so enti minua ma memfa nchiama on mabo se chairman sabusu the bank ruler of the Wuntumi multimedia Bernard Djubosi ako the champion chairman, the incoming national chairman of our party double K yisano yahunu du fochi e dan nsumu mfie dudu du fochi e dan nsumu bia ne wa e dan e dan chem enti emfa ho ne amane a nipa nyame ye hira no befam we will never succumb to amane no nti Bernard Ntwibosi akon nyame beto akoso hira no na kwan bia ye befa so a obeba be the national chairman of our party bia no ye befa so amana be the national chairman of our party because he is the pillar of our party. Enipa ni dano so enipa nso ogidi se Bernard Ntwibosi akodi party n'animu a enema be ya amaye baka ne za no dobuki ene anopai eye minua honorable Frank Yeboah a oye atwema Wabiaja North member of parliament wakoda projects bi no madi e woni mpasua so even in opposition na no ogidi se minua no kwan a ofaso a oboa ne mpasua so fo no waya de pa first time MP even though you opposition there nanso hu ne se eniema bi wo hono ma ye so ye man manfo enye de bia no be sole akọ obi fie mu se me be ma wiska ato aduane de ama me betua wo school fees but se onipa bia yale a obekọ ayale sabia di samre mu a Ghana fo su no bed eniema ni wo we ni wo no wo akọ ayale sabia no akọchi wo mu niema se de be ya ba yale shem ayale semu a ombetimi district health directorate na wakoboa polytank no wodi akoma community bi se de be ya munyina mu benya nsuya anom saa ne man keten kakra we nom no enne ma ohunu nipa akoma na ohunu se si yetoa so eboa no ma ne kɔ nanimu a obetimi aye ne mapa bebre e de aboa I appreciate him so much na maka chense nyame na nhye ne den na omowa no ma wontimi ntonko so enyema yenmanfo a omowa barekese ene ne mpotemu honom honorable Frank Yeboah so mechia no na you free Dr. you free medenchia emano ena minua Dr. Kwaku Prempenso na me fanchia mo munina
bena se Kwaku me ma kwa ba na ho
Eradi adum me ho ye pa nyame ya na fam de ikumase bro no bi din de nyame jahe de nyame nti nyame de ya na fam de aka ba wote yen so o mo na esiese
na ba o bibi pa o bibi o so mo abonte no mo kasa rebe bibi e besi ya man mu bia no mo se ya ban na ye okay nei atro ne nkontompo mu di no position na expose wo mo on say your vaccine me kan de bia say your vaccine video assisted referee in time money social media remfi and a video no so da ho nte ye ne akotwe de aba na no ya nkran eyiri ensu ayira fo me bedi ho nkomo e beba so enso o mampanyi mahama asemi okotwere ye ono ne pen na referee say June 3rd ono ne pen so the worst disaster ayenya combined flood any event say eja fire on the breast ni hu ye ba 11 years ago all pay to me ni refi says I any breast BBC ye e ko de ho so bokobon na ekufu asa na ekufu ado abambo ni ntina enkran nsu ayire e fa nkrofo eni the worst flood I experienced in the history of Ghana a few years
a very serious
the worst
serious
I experienced in the history of Ghana 69 years no and
Transako yina eyiri and the Transako some portion of Transako
a few years so a few years so na ban or tisui ate a cool committee so Mrame Kuntia flood last year the deputy chief of staff and the one year chairman of the committee a most useless committee because intimate mfa my name so mushia a meeting eje per diem omunu munzuo e wo se say sika nyine kwaji e from mo bituaka sisa committee ni tenase a meeting enum nsuo kura e wo se e charge wo mo for causing financial loss to the state because o mama o minor boke hunu eni sa ban we do ho to so a
now what have they achieved? They've achieved nothing. And your committee not pay for free.
Maybe now what come you won't achieve it. You know yiri and it's all to my munado ho to sa ban we say so wu na be wu. And the Ghana for is say nyina na ban e dan nyame. Nkumase boro no e dan nyame enti nyame de wa na fam de. O me fa nchi ama hwefo. Eni wa Nkansah so do okay ni menu apanyi agio. Odi kan abeseti ton no. Na makomi constituency achia abusuafo o party for ho Kyeremanteng me boaten ni mpanyimfo nyina me chia bibia na mabohwi ya kwa atwemampo no district ho atwemampo nya constituency menua bi pre constituency secretary na me search atwemampo no for so mo hwa branch no na over the fire and commitment a obedno some party no ebere we say wo position ehia mranti a mo mujamo no na mo ni abre tumi ho kom de wo mo ebi ni Emmanuel Kwabenadom fe on na ye Ntobroso assembly member
now share atwampo no honom on say NDC for na diaban no so ndom DC na wo ho abrante na fa party na sini na so ko assembly ho no na bi mu nso do enti on na carry assembly members a wo yen afa no nyina on na ekura o mo pushi o mo a o mo de ehwe accountability ewo atwampo no ne sa yeso ndi so wa be ye secretary ma party na atwampo no am giri se tumi no ebetuma abeye de atwampo no afo hwedom fe no mo nto aba emfama no me ba region ni mu nso a na machia lawyer Bonsu Chiritwi assistant secretary for the region mesere party for the brand no so ayen hwe no so because Gen Z politics mu na ewe enti here omo ti Gen Z politics na se oye Chiritwi one individual me share no be mienu bi a ehon so na mebunu no so wo e ne be ya assistant secretary be ya adwuma boa party ne yemfa to me ni hye nensa Dr. Matipoku Prebe bi wo bi anso me Dr. Napo me share no pa na assist was done for DMB me gidi set brand so e be ya Dr. Napo no ya de me
na when je odeno
party for o say
odeno when je odeno
oh odeno ko kwapia
Napo u achia
oh me chia odeno ko kwapia me chia no pa me chia santima koka na wonim ese isi alhaji tamo ba wo mia se manchia na mo ni dia na Ghana for adepa Ghana for dachi unim ebra e wo mu sesi Dr. Bawumia ene wonim dia they solve issues me kan da bia apologetically say ye pe active politician e wo Ghana say see me nka mampanyi Akufo-Addo ne mampanyi Akufo o mu de o mapon akotenefi ba wo mo da so tia manyo semu sesi ya o mo ahode ya manyo sem de when it come to solution so be the solutions e ba be solve challenges there Dr. Bawumia tops all obi ufuru bi abia no bitima abedi akiri bi ba sisi e wo mu de Dr. Bawumia bre in 2028 party for nyina ne Ghana for nyina anye communal labor ne ye nto aba mfama Dr. Bawumia ye nya adwuma ma no anye se ye to aba keke e ba to de nye no ba ye sha se nya adwuma e ma Dr. Bawumia no medi mampani
Mena se papa pa Kwaku Jenim Buaten is the name. Na menfa we famu taw na fe de ben kwajima China on fa the topical ya na say oncho so the pick amongst the lot na yen koyedim. Me catch now say ne petition bia Kwaku pie a chief of staff office hall a office of the president Jubilee House and the petition was received by Vida Labi enedia ya ne number gina eguso na petition for investigation and appropriate sanctions against government appointees implicated in the alleged cash for awards scandal. Also, we respectfully write to petition your high office to initiate an immediate investigation into allegations that certain government appointees paid sums ranging between 25,000 cedis and 50,000 cedis to secure recognition in an award scheme dubbed the Safe Ghana Ministers of State Excellence Awards, which took place on Saturday, June 6, 2025. According to reports circulating in the public domain, the following high-ranking public officials participated and received awards from the organizers. They include overall, that's A, overall best performing minister, Honorable KCL Atufosin, Minister of Finance. B, best male performing minister, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kufibua, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. C, best regional minister, Honorable Linda Uklu, Greater Accra Regional Minister. D, best female performing minister, Honorable Rita Akosua Awate, Eastern Regional Minister. E, best deputy minister, Honorable Dorcas Afo Tofe, Deputy Minister of Transport. F, best male performing CEO, Julius Nikwe Kote, CEO, Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority. G, best performing CEO, Professor Yao Jampo, CEO of Ghana Shippers Authority. H, best female performing CEO, Ruth Sedo, Administrator, National Service Secretariat, and all. And according to the Director General of SIGA, Dr. Michael Pesahwite, organizers of the event made monetary demands between 25,000 cedis to 50,000 cedis per awardee for the awards and public recognition, informing his decision to decline participation in the questionable event. So, Sir Obama Sir Obama and Obama Pokwase, concerned citizen and admirer of President Mahama, and Kamal Dean Ibrahim, Amasaman Bruni, and Obode petition ako Jubilee House. It's your breno, Edruha, Yabajabre, na Yerira Emu. Adima, Emu de Wayne Adibashasi. And finance minister name you hold comfort not teaching hospital the our DCD floods were ho and some P.
Okay. The first place, my main share me pick by health sector is Bahon. But me person me busa question be about the awards no any one sense. Umomo Emma award no minim wo madwene a ewo wo mutirim de ma awards no matadi bi ho a wo ye ya na sebi unim de any wadwin pa e wa de no na dedi. What is the difference between the overall minister and the best male performing minister? The overall minister no eye bema. What did they mention? Ato forcing or Bema, one a woman award. And assuming without admitting, say Ato forcing is the overall best performing minister. One way Bema. And now, yes, your best male performing minister say, oh no, so ye Bema. And Crofono, Omagine. Were they saying? Because will be a best male performing minister. Nessa or no what mean your best male performing minister. There should be no male in the administration who surpasses his performance. Anna and why the overall best
there be a hot
overall best minister minister on waya dear pa one on aya dear pa
boy juma pa
say any pan waya bema your friend at 14 sana moka. And I must say, a brand new ministers na ye woman at forcing ye minister. Bema, why dear pa so no, the Lands and Natural Resource Minister.
Okay, not just at 2 forcing so ye bema.
At 2 forcing so ye bema, and then Glove Woman can hear you. Woman can hear you, my pa. And I had a ya word na, ya no madu home set a nipabi o mokasa chere ni bia sebe dom say entifiase. The award na mumai. And that's a tough was here, no one. And where no clutch, they say, it is coming no matter and much to the mope. Other than that, Nkansah
overall best performing minister, Honorable Kesi Minister of Finance, best male performing minister.
And so you have
Emmanuel Amakufibua.
And the Atofos, you know, we now overall best minister, no over. No over. Now, as well, yes, are not near Kaya Nancy Bukuno. Which is chilly, we are seeing Yansen na bo cocoa, I tell you, the animal go good to me. Or the bonnet cheese was one who will be better. And the we are seeing Yansen na some person more born upon a quad, the bay ye mueni and easy for the bay ye mueni. I mean, some ya trick ya, the bia, I'm going to beat me a bit nipa. Yenya woman, one could ya no monfanya di omope.
Professor Jampo Dumina GB. But Yaga Sobuko ya.
Said about that man the better.
Prophet, where Yasika, Etia, Eta Awards. Means you were.
No, okay. Ministry of Health in Sama Ebaho. Amania ye face ewo me musisi. In fact, Amampenyin John Dramani Mahama on cracking the whip kakra. Ofa Komnaminta Akando, honorable member of parliament, and then the co-ministry of Health Ana Yemubi Yakase. That was a wrong appointment. What did you mention? Ministry of Health today. The history a support to sa sector no say amfa obia ni nim de eye commensurate with the medical doctors okro ho a obenya confusion go and there is record ewo ho no mo a obia nim da odu obi ko na doctors ni nyi ni say enipa na ode na ba no ni nim de ni nwoma sua mu how was here killing no administratively any BBA mono what did them chono or no more at par because that is a sector. What did them chono? You will be dealing with professors and consultant doctors. And Crawford must hear the aqua even medical you will be a medical doctor. What did them chono? It takes me about 7 years. First degree, it take you saying 4 years. Or second degree, take you 2 years. Still, how come medical school and can and son, or my we acquire postgraduate studies. Actually, I consultant. This uncle for no say, oh, Poby, I'm not could do woman. Now, no more added and no any manema. You look for somebody with either age or capabilities that is commensurate with the woman. So this appointment in the first place was a wrongful appointment. Inti no mampenyi ohunu de ohunu. Onyi kwabram nta kan do ho. Onyi no. Dani ho prefect there. Ye dey question mama medical doctor. Only so
ba who say
by nature they will not accept.
Sa issue crop apa. Ebi argument na say you omode bad say oh you minister they are not necessarily say so but it's about government policies and I could push it. It's about policies.
And you know Kresa government and policy be farmer to and crop na so and work as a government policy now kwakwe eye anu babaye. You go to meetings upon meetings, consultations upon consultations, and you meet people to deliberate on issues, current pressing issues. What did they make you know? And your sense of judgment, anyone near ma would meet you no. It matters as a minister. That is why onu omukoshie bia o yusu no koko instead so be yusu na dwene. Ene wiase abrabon so ayebo no. Double K obie ni ho a woni mu nyansa chen wa woni onyimi nchen ho. Obia wonimu nyansa chen obia wagimi chen wa head was president Jimmy no woni nyansa no eye adwuma edi se okọ obia wonim de na wo ye nyansafo na wo anhweye na akoye ohun se okoye anything contrary they will prove to you say we no man and that we no match for them. Enti me say in the first place omampanyin John Dramani Mahama ompe ne ho asem a onyi kwabram nta kando adi onyi na di free ministry of health ministry of health de oman ya ho oden ye bibia ye betimi di akekere oman we ni nyina no what did they make no ene nipa ya pomuden sa pomuden ama na evidence index and rise na emfia ye betimi di agina ye ho no ankwa nanimu a ye ni say productivity be conform edi kwabram nta kando he is not fit for purpose. And yet, a confanoti the first one. Wabaye wako tamele, okoye the same thing. Obaye waba confanoti obey the same thing. This is not the first one. Okay, hero confanoti project, a quite on fast the former CEO. Any the circumstance whom they never fast. Muzat, meet you, crano man, freno, near Mabasa, no me here, and Muzat now. On pen who has no person maintain dignity, and we ho. What did they do? Meanwhile, we come na kando tin cry Emma yesi abranti bi the rough eko hospital eko the nurse for any hospital staffs administration eko diti wo matam no won kokon tokwa ho o ka kire say what set committee up until today that committee you don't know the findings how they buy
na branch and come friend wango
and you have taken just about 4 to 5 days to suspend the whole medical doctor. It has taken you just about 4 days to suspend the medical doctor. Knowing inside no the way to take a decision about it. That street boy, you couldn't deal with him. Because of your class in best of the same feather. You are flopping together. I know they are no you street mundi. I know they are there, yeah. I will be teaching medical doctors. Maybe a power lies. They will prove to you have no match. Meanwhile, a confornoche has CSA facilities no overburden of confornoche enye ne. And this kwabram nta kando obetro le krata na se o de suspend this CEO because say wo mo reject your friend is an emergency case. What did them jono? It means that you are not on top of the issues there. Woni mo hwe e na wo bae Konfanochi, what did they mention?
ɛhɔ no mo bɛtɔ akɔso ayɛ kɛseɛ na yɛnya biribi nti ɛna president Kufuor etu sojafoɔ na no mo hɔ no ɛde wɔn kɔ 2 billion sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ yɛbɛnya space ya expand Komfanochi na Komfanochi timi fa nipa nyina ka Komfanochi president Kufuor bɛba bɛsi accident and emergency center no wɔba bɛsi officer na Komfanochi etimi meet all the capacity a enka Dr. Ochirade Mensa ɛbɛyɛ saa Hilo Komfanochi project no o ka se Hilo Komfanochi project no na ebubu agu Komfanochi dan na esi wɔ no ɛso kye kwalebu fensuso ba ne ya tro Hilo Komfanochi the name Hilo Komfanochi ni na mo nam street mu se ɛbɛso Komfanochi agu ntira we needed to use a name, a catching name. What did they make no e achieve an objective. It is oh ko fundraising na Hilo Komfanochi obi ati ya na abana dwene so say ebi ana Komfanochi no na ho ode ekɔ fam ntimi nyina ye nkonkɔboa. So what did they make no Komfanochi is arguably one of the best medical centers obetimi afa even in the whole of West Africa. But me atwero Hilo Komfanochi ye yusu ohen kese no na ni monyam e di bia beka ho. What did they make no na mo ne nam street mu munim administration munim hwe nti na mo fi se emre so medical officers e catch us say there is no better. It does not mean say ketaya de never to na bi ni ho. It does not mean say better de never to na bi ni ho. Medical officers catch us that there is no better. Actually, said there is congestion at the hospital. Even omojine to work medical office of Babino. Omunyabi. Omunyina answer the adwuma so omoye. Hospital no, a new officers are omutitif ya everyone afro mo. The hospital has a staff capacity. And in emergency cases, there are specially trained doctors that omutimi attending to all the cases. Time I don't mind no. All of those people no, omu wo theater bi omu ye adwuma. Obia engaged. Nurses ni betimi afre, yemfre doctors mesi, yemfre no we, yemfre obefre omu nyina obia answer the adwuma so awoye. No maka actually say there is no bed. Fanuko hospital for floor. Because it will not sound proper for them to come out and tell you say yenye nipa mane hwe no. And the no bear syndrome no does not necessarily mean that a yempa na anyhow. Yeah, Komfanochi na mpani or Komfanochi na mpani or mpani hinifa. They can treat you on the floor. If the men are there. Hey, yeah, ko campaign in 2020. You do nothing part of a Tamalicide one baby. Only say obi tutuo. Emma because of the drone no ane wo honum ntino. Dr. Anthony Siasa ne Dr. Ohineba danso no mo ekeka omu tiribo ho Emma omu hwe nipa no drone de niam ba mom de nipa no to table so etimi yi tu aboba no esave ne life. With the best capacities and with the best of resources, the medical doctors can work anywhere. That is why and nam says I no bear syndrome na eba. What did they mean to know? What did no car no matter say yemfa no call the next available hospital. Now we will follow the person you the nipa or yade no yade available eniema no be dey ebeba mo mu de aye ne ho adwuma. Yeah yade ayalefo ne kɔ no. Eto da ya ne ejitri. And we begin say yantiase sa. Na be na victim before. O maami yale o de na kodru Komfanochi o wa ni da so pa se Komfanochi na wose ehwe no enti o mka tro say fa no kosu ntire so ebi kura medical doctors no catch officer bi say follow this patient to suntire so na ye adwuma we my but wo mo yale for na wo a wo de yale ni ba ya na mane so ade de me jo no enti wa the first what is yes yam fa maami kosu ntire so no nim say ne o medical so nkowu wo mpene sika wo botom that time wo don say so kokko agozi adwuma na maba o say me maami ko Komfanochi by all means possible. So did you make no? Na ya jino ni enu o matwea double K. Me se me was experience ni bi. Anadwo. Na madam fu me ne madam fu bi ada. Me kula de me da me fie o da ne fie no o frame ofun so. O frame ofun so che se wo munimuni. Ye tu car me ne madam ba ko Moses ye de ne call Komfanochi ye du Komfanochi. Anadwo be 2 o'clock. Akwai munimuni di akwani ya ba che se ye hunu de nim se wo. If medical officer now or honum no buy or baby no dane no asan akura ni dembo. Mesi me nya doctor no kra na nkama no. That time me koko akwa nipa yi wo de. Masa say hernia. And the doctor, no, there's nothing you can do. At the Obeya, they say, Obenya, but Trama Henny and I call for my cough for my son, wait to me a treatino. It did the best. But just because I am the oil and as in intino. Yeah, the Akukuni pushy. The same bin Mubasia. That's a way Yabutre, my medical officers now. Obaka could take a wrongful decision. That is why I make us say, Penipa, not being moved, I was animal, never have minister animal. Now the oil, oh, good anymore. Oh, good anymore. Nana do dan Kwaku Fuado. What did they make you know?
So say President Mahama against President Mahama's directive of not turning emergency.
Is President Mahama a medical officer?
He's the president.
Is he a medical officer?
And the doctor was appointed by the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Jubilee House. Yamfa emergency cases in the Jubilee House. Yadi gaga was a issue no. Issue say nipa no Saturday adwuma so a won timi nye. Was it against the president directive be? Is it compulsory say there be nipa bi ayale was here den ko konfo no che.
Emergency cases.
Emergency cases. E wo hono mo e na ye problem a adent no be capitation but 2 years so say wo yale a until referral ye ntimi fa ko konfo no che. I don't know first no be capitation na ye bone na wo mampanyi diri mana. Unim say konfa no chi no obi yale ne de ne ko no ma e fana dia adent no be say capitation be to Ashanti region.
Okay.
And the best solution to the issue is say one, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia made sure say ya the drones ebe surprise medical surprise said the be ya baby ya di yale ni be ko bia no provided that there is a medical officer that person could be saved. Say medical surprise drone system no away what so now the drones no cannot carry enfane come and hospital edmi the Mampo hospital ya say referral ko konfanoche the
data plan we call hospital be a hodom say you know they about
we did the system through the digitalization say all medical records nyina no enka wo konfanoche na okokolebu a medical officer na wo hwe wo no and when the problem kula no answer wo bo file number no bo ya no hu ekwan na konfanoche for treat wo nyina. Now I yes adwuma na to aso pepepe. Sa system na be ko na min ka kando ya o magic system ni say e dia ben dia na fraud wo ne dia ben ense no. Afoli military hospital. Trade agenda no grana dia. Eurojet. Agenda 111 project. All these hospitals has been completed. And kasenka mu pese ya referrals ha. Keke what do ani ehunu afoli hospital no. What do I need to hospital? They say, University of Ghana Medical Center na omo celebrating. It is nowhere near the Afeli Military Hospital this one. It is nowhere near. Completed and commissioned. The only thing left are MINTM Hospital now say Adjumbani woni pabitiri.
Mate
ama double K sa hospital we no nyina go trade to wait ni nyina mo se monye ye wo hospital wo sawia mo se mo mfa ho when nyina na mo mfa ho no then you come to a conference ebe press conference say my directive say what directive is more much better than say ka be catch us hospitals na kan nyina yemi bi o mampanyin directive plan kan ye papa chance ah president ko for no accident and emergency center amampanyi wanya sika e de yam kokon ketenkete wanya sika 290 million e de top part e de ne si kwan so obesi accident and emergency center ni bia ka ho e de ne si ni kwan sa directive no de mema no e de na nkesi amampanyi kwan se enko be pagya the same sika ni bi e de si sa emergency center na president Kufuor si ye no e bia ka ho. Now that inflation is down, now that everything is going on well with Ghana's finances, sika e wo fie bebrebe no e de na ko amampanyi nya sa de ni bi. Enti yedie we are in solidarity with the medical doctors apart from say ma me nom na ewu no yesere omo si ade omo ba omo de omo hwe omai say politicians no akando
na omo cost strike omo be see na asa
oh de yesere omo ya omo ba omo ni omo careless ma yede obi ba do so ya politician amu nya no maningu se wa ya
na bi o ya gane ya no di ajibai me do
na yesa
they don't judge. Now we come ma ho me kwa bruchiri. Obo no be pede ho be kwa bruchiri akwa kwhwe ne ho.
Okay. Azamo enti asem ni nyina asem a yɛ ka nyina yɛ simple Ghana foi ɔman no enko baabia even okomfa no chi honum na no na do dan Kwaku ado esi 40 bed 400 bed o kai sa hospital na edan na ye butugu ye na di 44 years no ye sia ye bibia wi aka fitin say de be hihye mu nko a but Ghana for simple it is either Omampanyin John Mama ebi ko abere mi ka kando adi anase Omampanyin John Dramani Mama na aka say sensa no parliament in fan censorship said the home card and compensation Omampanyin Kwaku ado no because the decision be our taking say bia no e mo man Ghana
but I say gastro mixture stomach ulcer edro for now ube here gastro mixture say wo stomach ulcer ebra President Mahama ama comfort noche doctors yi eco strike mesro ye ho adrum kakran na herbal medicine so ya gia tumu ewo ye system num say ko hospital cry ye herbal medicine prescription edemau na nature medics consult the gastro mixture aba ejaso gastro mixture stomach ulcer edro papa mesro ena ubetu kwan tenten we understand say comfort noche serve by 9 regency obekona doctor edi hodoma na kwakoye ensemu pi enti gastro mixture FDA for agia tum say edro papa wudum bia wudi problem wo stomach ulcer umpe wasema na wadum gastro mixture ni bi and they are kwabnaminta kando so ma doctors yi enye adwumai na wapebi esi wodem na wodom nkakra kopem se obekwa ko doctor Mensoplax mixture and no for menstrual pains and menstrual disorders and so FDA for agia tum say yedro papa it your ba wa fichiko ensem niema enkoye emfa maw at that point in time time of the month na no akwakope Mensoplax mixture ni bi adom bema prostate enlargement edro enio your friend Prostaplax mixture nature medics consult the edro ya be jaso mesro pebi akira kwan say ya diagnosis of prostate enlargement o Johnson tentem urine retention den de keke kanwa o here Prostaplax mixture from matrofo so number is 0248 778899 0248 778899 kopebi echira kwan na meko Kwaku nchen no na mekanfo Ruta natural products any amount omo na de Ruta mixture Ruta life and afi Ruta tonic aba ejaso Ruta mixture malaria edronum bia woni problem kra ye Ruta life ho and so you efibia wo widium kwasi broni friend detoxification no sanso na Ruta tonic for typhoid fever ko herbal shop bia ko pharmacy bia ko ko bisasa indroibi tried and tested approved by FDA the Ruta mixture Ruta life and afi Ruta tonic for typhoid fever we bia ebeboa papa Kwaku yankwa ni me
adobuke medase na meko mesem so na menchia opanyin kese bi wo ebuakwa ebuakwa ne friend Mr. Sifa oti ebuakwa Ghana Baptist University nechi esa eho na oti no se adwuma yedi me omu a wona mo na wo hia obi nu ahye wo nkran omunyere mo ho ene ade Mr. Sifa eno ana me ni hia na o hye mi nkran se enyere ho nya adwuma oba so me ba so amenchia wo emano nti Mr. Sifa mechia wo oye retired broadcaster oye adwuma GBC na okọ retirement nti mechia no pa na minua ba konso ekọ assistant secretary ewo Efija Secretary East Constituency Efija Secretary East Constituency friend Chasopon dodo na friend teacher yaw o contest assistant deputy secretary and assistant secretary say the friend no ewo Efija Secretary East in the best Efija Secretary East for say nyankopon ye adom na bre no so a omonkai minua no Chasopon teacher yaw na omo ento aba emfa ema no double K ba men kan we say emfa ema etifu na sahwefo ente say konfa no chinkomo ayedi no CEO no a ona bokwa bina minta akando health minister a suspending no aye kan ho asem no onye MPP ni yen time no CEO no wo ho ana na ekufu ado appointed ne Professor Ade Mensa sorry ena omo baye NDC for by ye own be in for the politics against Asanteman a wish, against Asante youth for a wish, even against Opemswo Nkansah Krane, because he'll come for not a project and they were honomono. Nay, Dr. Adem is a professor, sorry, Nani Swadi Hunu, and no Kotoma Opemswo so mu. Opemswo to Nibotomi $5 million, and your Ghana cities $5 million. Yeah, amount 40 be baby ya omunkura se no mu eda motobi mu no mo kan ne emfata no saa $5 million na Opemswo ye na nke betimi asi hospital but the boy say yemfa ensese konfo anoche say ni so ade hu na ye professor Ademensa ani so ade hu but this for by omo de amanyosem yi ni sinchen against all oppositions and the identity I want to put on record say the current CEO ya suspending no onye MPP ni ntinye bia because of say we nipa bi nti ene ye ka de ye ka ne eye Asanteman the Ashanti region ye ni yedie ene ona we rely on sa your friends say hospital we say so other regions na eba ahafo bono tamale western region western of even central the referrals by eastern region enyina ba ha sei enti se bibi koso na enkoye wo hono a e ka obia almost say confanoche for a issue directive say e hono ma yema the emergency center na is overstretched enti ne saso enti no muntimi enye emergency cases fufuro bia bio omzo muntimi enye emergency cases fufuro ni na ne say e ho ayema aboro ma ho oden so facilities e ho hono mfidi e ho hono no entimi enye fufuro bio enti se wo de woni pa ba e hono ma hwe other places e bi fufuro enu nie minister say CEO no directive no the mine it is against of mampanyi directive for the can issue say my entire emergency situation people ache wo yen hwe samfo ni me de me yare fo akọ doctor say agena na ordinary ho no mo si ambulance mu si dan na chi obi a ma hwe no na wo beda ambulance ni mo wu ene say ye di kan bomba su trace konfo ayi ma su trace konfo no che ho aye ma o ma buru ma ho oden so nti say me de me nipa na e ba me pa bi from fa ne mfa na manya me madam ho so na pay baby for the nafa na say me de beko no akọ da ambulance manase akoyi na to na doctor bia ntimi mehwe no nyi say o mo person behwe no but o mu nyanya akwanya mehwe no na wa free mu no de wa hen na eye say me nim dada say ho no ma ye menti me nipa no yare ya na say emergency case ni ba ye na me baby wofro ene say me de beko no akọ da abonte na say wakọ na ambulance mu twen na obi ntimi anya kwan mehwe no no wa free mu no de wa hen na eye oh but no kwase mo mu no so ne say confirm not reject this emergency situation no or call him what is the alternative and only come here this is see and only a problem is see king enti bo how ni na the alternative wa say confirm not ye ma then ye hwe enye se bi ni ho aje wo ka no o ka investment a mampanyi kofo e sha ase project and then person na Akufo Addo di koduru ya completed. Seria was commissioned on record. Seria was commissioned. Oko honum say ya NDC for me country say what is left then aka was Seria ntie me ye bibia ni ho because you see emergency friends light electricity substation be feed everything be bia intact the aka ya doctor for nurse for dey call honum ebi nso Ghana he say about 60,000 nurses e wa ha omu na adwumaye health workers be nso ho mo ye de hia ne say ye fa omu mako e di confirm no che say why ye man ye nya facility nko a ye nka nkira ban no enye chief executive na suspend no ko bie sewia o doctor for ko ho no ma de confirm no che aboro so no o metimi ahwe wo mo sewia betimi ahwe aferi is complete yenfa yenkore aerial view yenfa drone nkofo ne yentwa apart from no mba mo jai se mo no hokora ne ho mfu no se wo yi nwura na ma ba ye mo jama ne fufuo no firi ho no mo a besine ko everything is complete na dia are ho ne say agenda 111 hospital project besin correct trade enei trade is deteriorating Trade there was commission the abine commission ewie ebia no ene trade the hospital agena 111 no say under the watch of this particular government. Then actually say amount for apomodin hu hia enya atwom se no mo ye no say amount for apomodin hia wa enka so sui obehwa bie na ekufo ado eba ye no na bekwai ewo ho so obeka ya bekwai hospital na bekwai ni kumawu which of them said ye champion I think say bekwai yes a champion time over 40 years na ekufo ado be wie complete and bekwai ye adwuma tepa e kan irrigate project na Dr. President Kufo irrigate ni hubi kono the same thing for me na e de na omo ekoje besia be sha ase e na omo de sika no koye omo abato nhwehwemu 2016 nti e ba sika na wo se dey hospital no na omo ahye no it's not hospital no less than 40% complete na Kufo ado ekopa besia be complete for me na ye kono ye tepa ye kumawu ene be kwai these 4 hospitals
akando ya the team everywhere musa ade ne nkoso na hwan sa de nanti say
hospitals they are making the complete the operational in the bisa ho say ene konfo no che say so ye ehwa ye ma omuntimi nyi bi o say nka ne kufo da me yes hospitals here enka just imagine the nkebesie owie sa maako nsien ebam de be kan on board no kra no na konfo no che still na no pressure was just imagine say na do baaye no e na Nkansah hospital so ya mfa ye nsa Nkansah de o baaye mo gyaye ma no da so ho ye ya enka den na ebesi enti ebe ni abra no a ye kwa ni na nipa ye ndoso na ye hia ayaresabia no dodo na enti u ba dia bia ya kodo no na wo bie aka ho bi na serve humanity baraban ni say for political reason enti ye nya ho ne en spene e na Akufo ado anwie e na o mo anwie e na mo anwie no mo mfa nye propaganda ye spene at what cost? At the cost of human life. I don't know how to say moye. Double K. Maybe we wanna say no. The medicine na media call for us and say a buying nya propaganda man penny mahaman nya propaganda or aju e call say ye a candle edi. Me we a candle edi a this incompetent corner na kofa na de na shawonti me no e no de emfa me ho e man penny so obi na so nyi no. Na mu de bi here na say other hospitals are complete na facilities wo mu eno omo emie na easy konfanoche e pressure no on agric minister any finance minister eno me take ni agric minister no ese oma agric ministry so oma sorry finance ministry say wama agric ministry no na minister yeah. Omo budget na ba say 85%. 85%. No the amount.
Yeah, no the amount.
Okay, constituting 1.67 billion. And agric ministry they say obwa. It's a lie. Inti the chana says say ni panemi no. Ba ku di atro. Say ni panemi no. Ba ku di atro. Either so me ni di atro. And I say ba ku e di atro. That day, now the press conference and not energy minister, deputy finance minister, address press no. Now Greek minister not you. Okay, now any body language. Now share said the OC also niti. Okay, no have no osuniti. No hearing the but how don't me go microphone in no ga say obwa. Enunti na ya so kana no tum obaye no ma na ifo na representative na appendages take it to social media and mo twa bia bo finance ministry ni pa stop the infantile propaganda and my atwa bia ma wo mo pa na ne nyina mu no se chiniye mienu ko ada no friend say director chase we nya aso no bia no be heavy say ti yen ka se chiniye mienu ko a o mindful no and the sofa unim honorable atuforsen Kesel that no Dr. Chase ni din ya atuforsen into honorable atuforsen ni behavior ya oputu up no eno ene de koko ekuafo eni edi omo problems abey because from last year October be pem sa abre we say ye koko ekuafo ye ntua omoka ni nyina sika no eye finance ministry ni behavior ye any finance minister atro force in behavior ye and ema ye nuanom a omo wie school for the first time college of education for mo wie school na ye fa say batch bi ye fa omo na ye bia bi akafie ebi see that throughout the 8 years of MPP and even kra no mahama time onim say nurses for and this is for no omo crazy backlog of nurses but teachers there na list omo eko but for the first time yanya backlog of teachers tifie because of atrophy because financial clearance I was odema na Minister of Education timi dey fa mebunu no on fa ma because ye fa mebunu no a credit be kwa ma education minister and they were per se Ghana mebunu ne na mabonten na kom ne wo mo sen say the other ministry na say ni colleague minister e be fa won adwuma ama credit akọ on ho si etie Kwaku afọ ka e be boost Erokoboku a presidential ambition enti yema Kwaku afọ ne nsofa enti sa wuti fie na
kwa sasa Kwaku ayi no class sisu de aba be show no na se when you say aba show wa mafia na just how the crowd
now Kwaku board she yase finance ministry ase so you see say enema mienu anase mienu first of all the presidential ambition na wo chase no enti the year come say see na yesa presidential ambitions are amount for ministries no one no na dey ntokwa yaba we pese obedi mampanyin we su pese obedi mampanyin tan say dey ade wo pema wo nya ni munyam na wo dey obedi mampanyin ma me emfa me nsanka mma wo sika eno na ma ye ebre enti ne odwade ni bi kodwom na ye ton ade okoton ade na ye nto na ye nto a hunu say atofo sen empese obetua ayifo ka teacher fo ka ena ama idrisu ehun ato no edi abre bia pressure nko education ministry ho see teacher fo no ka de a obi anko ho nko epeketin bia ye beka say o ye incompetent say teacher ni so nyesika no de beto ade e wodwom enti wo ai ko odwom a ye nto wade ndi free no Kwaku ani ni nyesika atofo sen kro yai eno de beto ade enti e wo ripple effect obabi a Greek ministry no for no say mutwa abaye se mo sika de akoto grains ekuyafo na o mai edua bro na ebu won so na ehia to wo mo no mo promise o mo disika ba akoto sa no baye no abegu ba fast stock for honum na no finance minister say ya disika na ma Greek ministry say sika na ma ye enti kuani no na esofa na nu ya kuyafo ni sun sanja nanja te radio so se ne kuyafo no omo hia wo mo no kreso do na so ye ndisi fo enti ne mo ama ban no ene ma mo ho kire mo ai ne hia to mo na ekufo ado time no na mo amutimi hunu se mutimi eton ne ma ne nyamfa so etimi to tractor ne ade de ye modwuma mutimi tua wo school fees sa bre ye season mu ne ewi sika de be na mo de wa akodo ne nyina ya atofo sen kro no a just one person any the incompetence of the others. Now the I say we have a precedent. We have a precedent. According to Chiniachibi, things fall apart, the center cannot hold. Emuni away because we have a precedent. The head on the appointee or the appointor. He has the power to hire and fire. Or not China beneath him. Now say one no free one man, ye chief of staff. No so no. Me say ye the executive no one chief whip. Also timi ahwefe wo mu nyina in line na say discipline wo mu. It is a men na me mafa obi. Mafa wo say minister. E na mafa adada person so no so ye minister. Na sika wo so the man no won fa nko na wo man ministry ni so far. Ewiye no, wan ye de so bo no. Ye man panyin. Na me ntimi nka wasem a na mfa so be na wo so say wo ye man panyin no.
Na si say kra no as a Julius so ne Callistus Muhammad ye. Akwa ye bibia e wo ho. O hwe ebi hu no say we can we aka Callistus here secretary to a president and Julius also role as chief of staff no. And he say no akwa we just say simply omunyina ye confused and a confused crop.
The woman say
of 24 mubo man.
See there and say omu confusion nyina no and na say ho sunsanso no e ko wo mu nkwa no mo ni sifo busuafo so ankenye ya. But the incompetence no sunsanso no but me amount to about this incompetent government no. Me should be
yes.
Another challenge you know. Now we are a friends a flood e buy. ono de sobo wa na Akufo Addo yi ene ya yenya the worst form of flood ono no pen so no enya ndisi fo nkwa na eyi afa wo mo ensu eyi afa wo mo na no ya kokoo akuafo esun from October pem sa do yentu akokoo akuafo okay na nka ndisi akuafo nkwa na yentu ya wo mo kan ko bi nsu ba yo ya emaburu nurse foi yesi e fa wo mo ya mfa wo mo teacher 40 fie ya wo mo sun 24-hour economy ma ya mabunu yi sun say ba ye na nka ye ndisi fo nkwa na aka wo mo a enka obi any problem but omo incompetence no e no mo ntoko omo ku wo mo efie no e bia be ka me a metim ba bibie on ti e be ka tro man panyin say e wo mu ono no on konsa amabio ya na panyin fo obebi kro bia sande say oba onche afi wa ware ase no anasa afi nto na ware ase no tuba nche wonua o man panyin wonim se bia on konsa ama e bia o ye ne matoro kan oboga na fokoko say my mfasa to me in nsem nenso wo ntie ndie besre no say ye bokana for ko mo ntie no mo de tumi ahye nensa ewo mu on konsa amabiu nenso mo onye ne matoro kan at least on kurakura mu saa kopem say de owo ho tumi nimdie ebeba Dr. Bawumia nimdie no eba abeji akunya no
oka eye Kwaku kan sikasem ho yi be also nearly 24 billion of 2026 Q1 budget left unspent as revenue shrinks by 2.7 billion cedis. Finance Ministry data. Nearly 24 billion cedis of 2026 Q1 budget left unspent as revenue shrinks by 2.7 billion. Finance Ministry data saying over your country spending party. Bahama bans ministers and state CEOs from accepting private awards without presidential. Bahama bans ministers and state CEOs from accepting private awards without presidential clearance. Our position so say nanado award bi anu akwaje kire ko hu no no su gina amanone amodremu eje award ni bi was a honorary doctorate
problem ho
can same bebre e no kwaje ne de he say the aba beto dwano de so wa bane the ministers do some mo kwaje award bi from omo awon sheda na say Linda Oklusi she deserves the award although she deserve award but ajimai yan kwaya di me adamatis name sama urem
on a Greek minister and finance minister ntokwa omoko again amampanyin remind yen and simbia ono our kind my first coup d'etat the book our tro yen mu say indeed we indecisive amampanyin indecisive ato forcing pa seriously criteria be pa no mampanyin di as finance minister
parliament sena oye no ye ranking me wa parliament no ye obeye minority leader etu wo hwe bia esi edun ketia sane esi edun ketia be ka kire se no eno ka kire o mampanyin se debi ade eneda ho no ti ono anya ba bia hyede a na je bia esi edun ketia no role of player in minority.
Finance ministry is about the heart of the nation. O minor kuma. On say finance and economic planning.
That's why finance deputy finance way.
Beba. Two ministries. And ya kan boom. Rollins in the kan me no boom. You ministry of finance, you ministry of economic planning. And ya kan boom inti. Who handle ministry me no ya integrity. Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. In this year, usually a hoye or minor comma, a hoye baby a decision be our money take piano, and one you take it free. Enti Yamisi and Kanokre, say Osha Rollins, Rollins, not the finance minister, no way. Dr.
Kwesibuchi na or year longest a year.
What did they mention? Yes. Then about President Kufo. Who was the finance minister for President Kufo? Ya was a formafu. At a point, your friend who see a dear you. An army boy. Professor Mills, the finance minister, Kwabena Dufo, what did they make you know? Now, he has been a governor of the central bank before. What did they know? No, Safuma for no more, no, Safuma for heady ADB. Right? Dr. Kosiboche is an astute lecturer and economic planner. What did they do?
Actually, the later man you free
Kojo Brown was a very astute chartered accountant in his private life. So what did they do? Nana Dubai. Share the finance minister, you know, kind of Riata. He owns Data Bank. Before so obey finance minister, he owned enterprise insurance. Why successful? Ewo enema bebree mu. Criteria be pa near the Atufosi.
Atufosi, someone else why a deputy finance minister.
From where?
Huh?
From where?
From Mohammed's regime.
Bank teller.
Huh?
A teller.
So why a deputy
Atufosi's appointment is not on merit, it's political.
One might argue so when you know appointment. A political.
I know correct. De la me say ma list and crofona or mobile any na double key. Obia wo enaya no ogina so a ya appointing no obia ti asese we die. Ah? We die. Dr. Kosibokwe was a university professor. Anamebwa. No wachira de university almost a perfect person. What did they do? Dr. Kwabena Dufo was a former governor of the central bank. What did they do? Yawo Safumafo was a banker and an astute one. Until your friend say Atufos in Eba Parliament, no, I tell our bank.
No, a deputy minister.
No.
He learned on the job. No, argument to be a rich.
What you check? It's really political limelight in the mono. Deputy minister said no see a political appointment. And son of political limelight in no. Who was he?
He was Atufosi.
And all the credentials are over to media kase one what you say now were political credentials. And Waban will take a political decision. Because administratively and technologically, 1 year had any bitter. He hasn't lived in that world before. The life in your politics, pushing through. Yes, he's a doctor, a PhD holder. I don't know how he got it. He's a PhD holder. I'm not doubting his capacity to do that. But what I mean is, that private facet of human life, you know, like was a building up. I mean, it may contain and maybe the bias is in show and he doesn't have it. Only be. That's why he's fighting that unnecessary fight.
Now, so I don't know the end of the Sikado no chase siphoning a yina.
He
doesn't want to spend.
And that on that's what he's surprising and comforting for his own ambition. And just give you an what now so.
Oh, but I don't know there already.
Surprising and comforting for his own ambition.
Was siphoning over 6 billion ago. So simply it's not spending a bit for political, you know. A bit so that Kwaku win.
Me say, everybody knows how political. So anything extra. Political. What who say he's a rival?
I don't say they know there's public.
He was who say a rival.
I know Yakawa Debia.
So anyone that never be baby.
And the Debia Kawa.
I know never be baby. Say what they say. We when I'm over contest me. And the men fan kumpu NYC. Okay, if as a Kopoku and Kopoku never contest what was that bragging Sally go earlier or MP no say?
They go John Dubello.
Who was bragging around telling university students they say one deputy agriculture minister na be you know na be my me where is he why so and some na air course ni nyina no omampanyine say some ministers ni bi ebi no ho no position bi ho no ma it requires competence and merits. It doesn't require political appointment
those political appointments Kyeremanteng Kando your friend say gold boss Sami Jamfi Minister of Finance atofo no mbe guaba no President Kofo didn't do that, Lawrence didn't do that, Nanado didn't do that. They gave those positions to on merit. If you know how ma betim dia ma just like that, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry of Way, no betim dia ma politician, no about be nkola no do ko Germany ama na o ma bo say no problem for that. But ministry bi ho no ma say o ampe competence a o mbegu animasi. Amampanyi is suffering from that indecision. Look at the maturity of Haruna handling all the problems at Ebanafa. Look at how mature that Mutaka handle all the problems that are coming to his side. Onim see empenasem, onim say bibia, but they are able to handle the situation. Why is Atufo not able to do that? Why is it? A great ministry named Tokwana Omo Kuni Nano. The Opera Atufo in releases Kanoma Omoa and Kadebesian essay, and this intimates a great sector that and Yano Kure. Bombe Bia, great sector never come from the Bia and this Baba Mubia, Omno Gukuyo. And Tupa releases Kanomo, Eriko Poko is damn incompetent, he can never do anything. He is just blagging and Tokana Ban Wokumbi. But the point is, they are fighting political fight. They are fighting political fight. Emphasis be any so. Ekrafo mu bregu. Abawo ya mokofa no ba no. Mu bregu. Ekrafo ko sika. Exam. Eneka shu yento. Ene ebro na abu adwira. Ni nyina ri so ni satugu. Atidua yento. Bibia no ho. Amampanyin ma order. Say, one ma 300 million Ghana cedis say. Yemfa nko buffer stock. Enko to aduane ya mutu. Ene NDC panyin bi. NDC panyin o. I see a nipa friend with fools who are instead of Chinese I like good morning was Mutu Manza. And the end of the class of a faco because of the campaign you actually for. A friend will be a friend of fools who are also a Chiano. So I like good morning was Mutu Manza. Amam Penny, catch a whip. Nanya dia kakwadanyo
President Mahama was our cracker rape da.
And no to say na President Akufo-Addo the ministers now. That was about the biggest problem and everybody.
The first time one cracker rape, so I'm not expecting him to crack any rape.
What do Odabuke o ma to move you I hear some higher o ma bombo
na some say higher than the Ghana for Akufo ba
almost celebrate mediocrity. The BI catch you say you do not have to sit in your comfort zone praising yourself. Delay your gratification. If you are a leader, delay your gratification. Let somebody say so why are there. Don't go and say now Greater Accra Regional Minister what brings you for our national demo hold. If you have a school in Yakura, I don't know the Necro. Let Jadamo Jawas be your best minister. Where did you get that?
Abakufibua galam say
what yastic
ye 2 year okro epa wa bro
what yastic and now my benyo what one mama say na we nyina ekoso according to the of Uncle Kosi Plat I think of we be kula akwa say within a matter of some short time be obey lame duck if you won't bomb pay say wan kasa obey lame duck na o ma aja kwaya ye de
o na say no the next year per the a few months na just obu pia na wi akra no.
Let us say examples are President Kofo set examples and another no set no obanpanyine o ka se wakwa akotina chire no wasu ya bibi no what did you learn because enfie kakra ya odebe di Ghana here e ko enfie mienu nothing has changed bibia no asesa bibia ni ho yeso kan before the adwene ba na ne manfo wabobo ne manfo ano amo makoya ade a o madwene nso o muntiminye enti amampanyi Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia Hono no sam no way na ye policy discussion what does FSHS be ya na say nyi that was a policy discussion when we discuss the challenges the pros and cons of it moves the nation forward we are stuck amampanyi wa bodo do say ya bro so
but menim sɛ kwaku yɛ sɔre dwumadie no so na president mahama deɛ wobɛ expectation no kɔ ha a wobɛyɛ bipio
gyina na nam
kwaku yɛ sɔre dwumadie no so Ajima, Yabutrawa. Now, who high expectations from Bahama? What
a very quick one. Yeah. Mamma Kunin, Hini. Menana, Mema, Nesiwa, friend Juliana Fufi. Oh, yeah, a polling station women organizer, everyone in Hebrew no be a friend of Booming. Michiana Pa, and Menu Judith in Sudakwa, and also a contest electoral area. Electoral secretary, electoral area secretary, junction in a Hini junction electoral area. Yamuntu Emmanuel Mami. Double key, Mimi other matters, Emebuno, Yemrantian. Ababa Wabi advert the ma NDC for 2024, a friend Lamisi. So, Kaya. Formula 133. The professors for Biso Monte 24-hour economy nasi. They will say one job, 3 people, 3 shifts. And then I'm Bruno. I share BBA say or social media hashtag where is my shift. The Mebuno Munia Jumaini Bisalamisi say, oh promise ye would go in also Yebuno. And a G would you lost lost. And to whom besides all mono a shift in a way. To whom we invest 1042, 10 for my
shift. Where is our shift? Okuja to Bebri, Okuja to Black, and on the Ebi, Dr. Bomias mentionable. Say, ye promise, ye, nap a you one share or Magenda 111. Honoma, nay, a day by a very long term survey on employment situation. Dr. Bomias as I say, probably, you know, this policy ain't check. Or the policy to be able to do, especially in so Coco in so. What a chance I have come 1 7 day. Quite a bit must solve that issue, no. Eba. Let me see, or only power or what solutions. Kwaku, but there was papa ya de ebesia na mother Richard Ajman. Richard Ajman wa charge off. Na bikuhu list be say reshuffle be ba over the weekend abisi we kwai. Ma shall list the book na president Mahama. Why reshuffle pay? Na dinu mania je na say so e bia na we obey so adipa body bi na oliki ye. Adipa body bi na DJ no se bi liki ade ba be no na enye bi hu say obey reshuffle bia. Ya de ebesia na a very good evening to you, Honorable Francis Owusu Echan. Honorable Francis Owusu Echan, a year Jabin